a subsidiary of Google, and the Canadian government are building a cutting-edge digital city in Toronto. The development called Quayside is a development jointly sponsored by Sidewalk Labs, which is a subsidiary of Alphabet Inc., the parent of Google, and Waterfront Toronto, an agency of Canadian government. The purpose of Quayside was to build a smart city on 12 acres of waterfront in Toronto. As the name of Sidewalk Labs indicates, part of the mission was to create a laboratory of what a fully digital from the initial building stage would be, and part of the mission was to redevelop an area that had fallen into disuse. The first part of the mission paints Quayside as an urban digital utopia of sorts. Self-driving cars are part of the mix, as are heated street, a big benefit in Toronto's harsh winter and use of sensor in handling waste. The second part of the mission is the anticipated $1 billion expenditure that Sidewalk Labs will invest in the 800 acres encompassing and around Quayside to the benefit of Toronto and Canada's government. Both pieces of the mission will allow the development to scale some of the utopian's ideas to see whether and how they work for government and business leaders. But there is also growing discontent with some of the ideas for Quayside, and it reflects the larger questioning of privacy and security concerns in digital and technology news. Why? Well, the initial plans at least points towards a digital identity management system that will control the access to public services for Quayside residents. Municipal library cards and healthcare universal in Canada are examples. The idea may have been seamless access through digital means, of course, but many observers in Canada and elsewhere are concerned about Google's data collection method, and more importantly, whether residents know which data are being collected and why. That's the part that tracks with increasing global concerns about privacy. At first, stakeholders were told that any data collected would be deleted and made unidentifiable. Recently, though, they were told that data might be made available to third parties. A related concern is how the data of residents might be monetized for the ledgers of a private company. Quayside would be highly networked with sensors on streets, parks, and buildings. The possibilities for mapping citizens' actions and movements are multiple, and it is unclear what entity would control data and how it might be used. Ultimately, the consensus seems to be that these questions need to be asked and answered before Quayside moves forward appreciably. It might still be a digital utopia with applications ranging from urban pollution to traffic congestion. But it is also a data lab, and at this point, perhaps a privacy lab as well. As cities decide how to build for the future, they might start looking squarely at Toronto. According to Dr. Off said during the conference, "We believe Sidewalk Toronto can demonstrate to the world how to make living in the cities cheaper, more convenient, healthier, greener, fairer, and even maybe more exciting. And it can create the conditions for people, companies, startups, and local organizations to innovate, on top of making Toronto the global hub of new industry at the intersection of cities and technologies. The idea is to reimagine Toronto's derelict waterfront as the world's first neighborhood built from the internet up. Smart city technology could be transformative, efficient, and even eco-friendly, but it also raises thorny new issues for city leaders, from basic concerns about citizen privacy to big questions about balancing democracy with corporate control. Thanks for watching this video till the end, and do subscribe to the channel to get the latest update on construction videos.